Hey, I'm Rachel J, and this is Cultivator Kitchen. Today we are making Haymaker's Punch, aka Nature's Gatorade. I have missed you guys so much. It's been a little bit since I filmed just because I've been dealing with a lot that is not related to this channel, as we all have, but we still gotta eat. So I'm gonna keep making videos for you guys. And today I have one you've been requesting for a long time that I've been making for years and years. And it's a really simple summer hydrating drink recipe. And this is not original to me. This recipe is actually a recipe from the 1800s and 1900s, hence the name. When people were out working in the fields, harvesting the hay, which my family grew hay in Kentucky at our farm, so I know what a laborious job that is, and they were doing it by hand. They were sweating, it was super hot, and this was the quickest way to revive people. So this Haymaker's Punch is a really simple mixture. I'll show you my version and what you can add to it. It's kind of similar to Switchel, and I also have called it Nature's Gatorade because it's a great replacement for sports drinks. Don't drink that crap with all the coloring and additives and chemicals in it. This is a great replacement for Gatorade. It's really hydrating, and since I've been reading How Not to Diet, I know how important it is to include a little apple cider vinegar, which is in this recipe, so I've been loving it even more. So it is super hot. I'm sweating right now. I don't know if you guys can tell. And the AC has not been working in our house, so it is a good day to make some Haymaker's Punch. Let's do it. Here are the ingredients that you're gonna need. I'm going to use a mason jar to make this in because this is what I use for all my drinking glasses. And this is just a 24-ounce mason jar. You could use a 16-ounce, it'll just be a little stronger. Or if you want it a little more mild, you could use a full quart jar. Then I'm gonna use half a lemon. I'm actually gonna make 2 today, so there's one for me and one for my husband. So I'll probably use the whole lemon between the 2 glasses. And then of course, you want some raw apple cider vinegar. It should say with the mother. That's really important. And if you guys have read How Not to Diet by Dr. Greger, he talks about the weight loss benefits of drinking a little apple cider vinegar every day. And I was like, that's amazing because it's already in this recipe. So I'm just gonna have a bunch of these this summer. So I thought that was really cool. And I figured, why not share this with you guys? And hopefully you can enjoy it too. It tastes really delicious. So I'm gonna use raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. And then I'm going to use a little bit of maple syrup. Of course, I have this giant one because I get organic local maple syrup from the co-op in these huge jugs that I can reuse. And this lasts us forever, but it's a really good price. So we're only use a tiny bit of this. Probably you have a normal sized maple syrup. So you're going to get a little bit of electrolytes, a little bit of mineralization with your water. This is great for a day where you've had a bunch of water, but you still feel dehydrated. Then you might want to try this recipe. And of course, it tastes really good too. So the only other things you'll need are water and ice. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and squeeze in half a lemon. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. And we're going to do the same with the maple syrup. Hopefully I can pour this without too much trouble. There we go. And you can see it's really concentrated. It's just in the bottom of the glass because this is really strong. So I'm just going to swirl it to incorporate the ingredients and then add my ice and water. So I like to put the ice cubes in first because of course it's super hot. You want this nice and cold. And then I'm going to use the ice cubes to kind of make sure that it's fully stirred, and now it looks really good. Okay, so once you're done with that, just going to pour in some cold filtered water. And that's it. That's the basic recipe. How good does that look? And I love this because it tastes, if you like kombucha, I think you'll like this. It's more mild and obviously way easier to make. I like that I can make this on demand and I don't have to ferment some other thing for a long time. The apple cider vinegar is already fermented with the mother. and I can just make this when I need one, and it's really quick and easy. So I don't currently make any of my own kombucha, and I really prefer this simple recipe. Now there are other things you can add to this that are really awesome, and I'm going to show you a few options. This is an option. I just grew this ginger and harvested it. I have a whole video of how I grow this indoors. If you want to grow your own ginger, I'll link to that. And I just take a micro zester and I will zest some fresh ginger into here, stir it around, and then I just drink it. It adds such an amazing flavor with the ginger. And I just leave the ginger pieces in there and drink it with it. And I think it's really delicious. You could strain them out if you wanted, but I like to just leave them in because it's organic, homegrown ginger. And another option that you have is to put some fresh herbs. I love to add fresh mint, and I have a ton of fresh mint growing in the garden right now that desperately needs to be cut down. And so I'm gonna go grab some fresh mint leaves and show you how to do that. So I went ahead and made a little mint bouquet with some water in this mason jar, and that will keep on the counter or in my fridge so I can keep eating some fresh mint inside. And then I just washed and harvested the bottom leaves, and you can add that straight to your drink and swirl it in, and it will be absolutely delicious. And I also love fresh mint in salads, so I'm going to use some of this for that as well. So I'm just going to take a handful of mint leaves and add them to my Haymaker's punch. Get a long spoon and stir those in. There's 3 different methods that you can try. This is the basic recipe. You can add fresh ginger or add some fresh herbs like mint. And this will be a great way to stay cool, stay hydrated, and healthy this summer. I hope you guys are gonna try this and enjoy this recipe. Did I mention it's hot? Oh my God, I'm so excited to drink this right now. I hope you guys are gonna love this recipe and give it a try. If you make my Haymaker's punch, which in our house we just call a Haymaker because we shorten it, I would love to see it on your Instagram. Post a picture and tag me so I can check it out. And I hope you're gonna have an awesome summer and stay safe. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I make new videos every single week. All right, see you next time.